Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant, good Thursday evening to you here on YourLiveEvent.com. North Dakota Class B girls basketball coming your way here live from the Central Valley Public Schools here, just right in between the towns of Buxton and Reynolds. It is the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros squaring off against the North Border Eagles. Both them two teams that have got off to a little bit of a slow start to begin the season here this year. However, both teams have really been able to pick it up here in the last couple of weeks here, with both teams starting to play their best as we get into the stretch run of the season. We're glad you could join us here on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show, and it rolls along next.
My name is Chase Fossum from Hillsboro High School. Drugs and alcohol not only affect your life, but everyone around as well. That is why I choose not to engage in drugs and alcohol. It results in poor decision making and even death. Don't let friends, family, and teammates down. Be safe and stay sober. Thank you. This message brought to you by the Hillsboro High School District.
Insurance. Terry Reed and Julie Larson serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, prop hail, your insurance source. Reed Insurance, located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the coverage you need. Professional, knowledgeable experience. Reed Insurance.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company. There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Brady Siebel's here with you, along with our cameraman, Keith Meyer, as well. Of course, our executive producer is Mark Forseth. We're glad you could join us here again on YourLiveEvent.com for the Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's meet the two teams here taking battle tonight. Again, the North Border Eagles as well as the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll talk about Hillsboro-Central Valley first. They come into tonight a 7-10 record on the season. They have won 2 of their last 3 of their last 5 after a losing streak of 6 out of 7. So again, the Burros really starting to play their best basketball here with only a couple of weeks left in the season. As a matter of fact, after tonight, only 3 games remains for the Burro basketball girls here tonight. We'll talk here now with the head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Coach Tony Guttormson.
Coach's comments here on YourLiveEvent.com, talking with Tony Guttormson for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Coach, after a victory Tuesday against Climax Fisher, back at it again now with another region opponent.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a win here. We got a couple region games left, a couple points left on the table, and North Border 2-point game would be a big one to get. Because there's still a lot of moving around in the standings for anywhere from like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th team. Kind of seems like everybody's really in that mix. It's so jumbled up. So 2-point game would be big for us.
Yeah, just kind of talk about really how important this stretch is. Like you said, a lot of shifting up and down, could be getting a host for that play-in game, maybe have it go on the road. So really a lot of going. Really, you have to play your best basketball this season right now.
Absolutely. And, I think the girls have had a really nice stretch of games. So hopefully we can continue that tonight. Yeah, definitely important. We want to host a game. That would be nice. That was a preseason goal to be either hosting a game or, not have to go on the road for the first one. But, whatever happens, I guess. But right now we still have the possibility of hosting, but we have to take care of our business.
Talk about your opponents here tonight in North Border. Started off struggling during the early part of the season, though. Kind of come on it as of late. Have won 2 of their last 3.
Yeah, they won a couple region games that probably surprised some people, but yeah, they're playing better for sure. They have an interesting mix of old and young. They start 2 8th graders, and I know there's an 8th grader that comes off the bench. So, maybe that's what was going on early in the season. Just some young, a big portion of your team is that young. But, you play that many games, you start to improve, you start to get some confidence. So, that's perhaps what we're seeing now. So, we have to come out ready to play and not take anything for granted. And we talked about that yesterday in practice, and we worked on some specific things that we think we might see tonight, and hopefully we can come out and execute.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach for Hillsboro-Central, Tony Tormson, joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Pregame show presented by Irie Insurance with 7 locations to serve you, with ones in Devils Lake, Hillsboro, Hope, Mahnomen, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo. Your leader in crop insurance, a locally owned and independent insurance agency, Irie Insurance Agency. Visit them online, IrieInsurance.com. Stick around, more to come. We'll talk with the head coach for North Border. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Rural life isn't for everyone, but those who know it and love it wouldn't have it any other way. As a farmer-owned cooperative, Ag Country Farm Credit Services supports rural communities in agriculture with reliable, consistent credit financial services, which helps farmers produce more affordable food and encourages long-term investments in rural communities. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, proud to support the communities where we live and work.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds, Caledonia. Looking at your certified seed there with wheat and barley from Nedham Seeds.
We've got a new wheat variety for next year called Trigger, real high-yielding variety from Lima Grain. Pretty excited about that one. And then we'll have our Rebel wheat variety that's been really good quality, decent yields as well. And then we'll have some SY Velda as well. We're going to handle some Pinnacle barley again, so a 2-row variety.
Nedham Seeds at Caledonia. Rocky's number is 701-430-1149.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. Here, let's talk about the opponents for the Burros tonight. Those are the Eagles of North Border. Got off to a bit of a slow start to begin the season here. 0-8 to begin the season, 1-11 during a stretch, but really have come on here in the last week or so. They've won 2 of their last 3 games, as 1 week ago, last Thursday, a 55-53 victory at Larimore. Fell to Cavalier on Saturday, but then on Monday able to pick up another region victory, a 52-49 victory against Drayton Valley Edinburgh. So the Eagles now are sitting at 3-12 overall. Let's talk with the head coach for the Eagles. That is Patrick Dunnigan.
Pregame coach's comments here on yourliveevent.com. Talking with Patrick Dunnigan for North Border. And Coach, got off to a little bit of a tough start to begin the season. Kind came on your own a little bit in the last few weeks, and then have won 2 of your last 3.
Yeah, we have a mix of 8th graders through seniors, and we're kind of more on the younger side with ball handling and stuff. So trying to mesh younger, 8th grades and freshman girls with juniors and seniors, running up and down the floor. There's a lot of chemistry that we had to overcome, and once we started getting over that hump, things seemed to be getting a little smoother.
Yeah, talk just kind of, what's that kind of like there when you have, the group of seniors that have been for a while, and then you kind of got to throw some 8th graders, and they got to learn, right quick exactly what the varsity basketball is like.
It's hard on everybody, but thankfully we had a nice group of upperclassmen. We have 1 junior and 3 seniors that have been extremely good role models and patient and with the younger girls and helping them get up to speed and not asking too much out of the younger group. So that makes a difference, when you have people that just understand that this is what we have to deal with and find a way through.
Talk about your opponents here tonight, Hillsboro-Central Valley.
I think they present some challenges to us. I think they may be at every position. They maybe have us in some size issues and and experience. We don't have the experience that they do at every position, and then they probably can go deeper than we can on the bench too. So I think that just size-wise will be a big challenge for us to rise up to tonight.
With that size advantage that Hillsboro has, especially, they love to go into the post there with Magnuson and Brecken. How do you try to game plan against that?
Well, she's tough to defend. It's going to have to be good communication between the girls on the floor, knowing where she's at all times. And I think that's going to be the biggest one, is just be aware of where she's at and not lose her. Floating down the middle, and that stuff will kill you if you're just not aware of where she's at. So that's probably our number one concern. And then I think we maybe have some ball pressure that we can use maybe some of our strengths as to combat. Maybe we're a little bit. I'm hoping we're a little bit quicker than they are.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That was the head coach for the North Border Eagles, Patrick Dunnigan, joining us here on your live event and the Irie Insurance pregame show. The best service, the best coverage, the best value, IrieInsurance.com. Stick around, more on the pregame show to come. We'll talk keys to the game next on yourliveevent.com.
Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents and fans who work together to build team and community spirit. They believe it takes parents, as well as community support and commitment for team success, both on and off the field or court. You can be a member of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club. Contact Carissa Olson or Dave Knutsvig for more information.
Trail District Health Unit warns that flu numbers are increasing across the state and to take all necessary precautions to keep you and your family healthy this winter. Get a flu shot. Always remember to wash your hands and exercise are all great ways to reduce the chances of you and those around you from getting sick. You don't want your student or athlete to miss school or activities because of the flu. This message is brought to you by Trail District Health Unit. For more information, give them a call at 701-636-4434. Wishing you a healthy season are Brenda, Kelly, and Chris at Trail District Health Unit.
Bloomfield Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tex utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Both grew up in Hatton.
We lived in Grand Forks and Fargo both before settling down here.
I'm originally from Hillsboro, grew up here.
Originally from Larimore.
We lived in Bismarck for 10 years, but something was drawing me back here.
For a small town, I think we have a lot to offer.
Hillsboro, Trail County is a great place to grow a business.
It's a small community that's like a family. If you need help, the small community pulls together.
Come home to Trail.
Come home to Trail.
Come home to Trail.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, we'll talk our keys to the game here for both teams. First for the visiting North Border Eagles, when we were just heard from the head coach there for the Eagles, like Coach Dunnigan said there, really they got to try to, use their quickness there. They're a smaller, they're a younger team, are the Eagles in some aspects. So really you just got to maybe make that advantage, try to be quicker than them, try to out-hustle them, get to the loose balls, get to the around, try to use that speed the quickness that you have in order to try to create opportunities for yourselves. And for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, really the first quarter here could really be a huge 8 minutes in the game with the Eagles then again, with the struggle early on the year, starting off the season 1-11. If you can get up to a quick lead in the first couple of minutes, kind of get them thinking, okay, here we go again. Try to, defeat them in those first couple of minutes. Take them out of the game early and allow yourself to get another region victory here as the region standings continue to fluctuate here. We'll give you an update on those here in the next segment. Those are your keys to the game here for both teams. Stick around, more to come on the Irie Insurance pregame show next.
This is Sydney Brecken, student athlete at Hillsboro High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage your reputation, and damage your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message is brought to you by the Hillsboro School District.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Cazzette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. Back here once again on yourliveevent.com from the Central Valley Schools here, right in between Buxton and Reynolds. A Region 2 matchup tonight between the Burros and the Eagles. Taking a look at the standings here in Region 2 basketball. Grafton, the number 1 team in the region, still undefeated are the Spoilers at 12-0. And region points-wise, 21 points for them. Midway Minto is in second. Thompson is in third. Again, top 3 teams in the region, they do not have to play a region play-in game. So, again, the incentive there to try to get the one of the top 3 rankings. Park River Fordville Lincoln is in 4th at 9-2. Cavalier in 5th at 7-6, 10 region points for them. Drayton Valley Edinburgh in 6th place with 9 region points, just 1 behind the 5th place Tornadoes. Mayport CG and Larimore tied for 7th at 7 region points. That's your cutoff there for the home game into the region play-in game, as Coach Tormson talked about during those pregame coaches' comments. Finley Sharon Hope Page is in 9th in the region. 3-6 overall, 6 region points. These 2 teams here, Hillsboro-Central Valley and North Border, both tied for 10th with 5 region points, as is Hatton Northwood at 5 as well. And Griggs County Central still winless in region competition. You can join us here on yourliveevent.com. We'll bring in our cameraman here, Keith Meyer, as get a little bit of a coach's perspective here. And Keith, as the season is winding down here, only a few more games for each team. Every region game is important, and it is here again tonight.
It is. The region is kind of a mess right now, down in that middle area where you have the 7, 8, 9, 10 seeds. There's just a whole mess of people there that are separated by I think 2 points. And in theory, if I did my math right, there could be 5 or 6 teams all with 7 region points by the end of the night if everything falls correctly. So the theme for these middle of the region teams needs to be scratch and claw and hustle and desire and do whatever you need to do to win the ball game. Those points are just, it's down to that time where it's absolutely critical that you pick up the points that you can. Hillsboro, Abby Magnuson has to have, she's got to be close to 20 tonight. She's got an inside size advantage in there. She's got more experience inside. She needs to really take advantage of that tonight. Sydney Brecken also likewise. Get a couple rebounds, rebound putback baskets. Sage Forseth, she started to shoot a little bit better the other night. She needs to continue that. Caitlin Ensign didn't score the other night, but it's not like she passed up any shots. They were just paying more attention to her on the perimeter, so she didn't get the opportunities, and those opportunities went to other people. For North Border, those young kids need to grow up. It's they've got, like you mentioned before, they've got almost a full season under their belt now. They're talented, they're good athletes, and they just got to set aside everything and start playing basketball. There's no pressure. It's varsity ball, but it's basketball. You just get out there and play now. So this could be an interesting game. Foul trouble. I think if HCV can stay out of foul trouble tonight, they can put a heavy stamp on this game early. So it ought to be a barn burner.
Keith Meyer joining us here on yourliveevent.com as they loaded to a busy night here in Region 2 competition tonight. At Northwood is at Findlay, Sharon, Hope Page. That is a 1-point game. Mayport CG's at Griggs County Central. That's a double-point game. And Thompson is at Park River, Fordville, Lincoln, also worth 2 points. Non-conference or non-region action. Central Cass is at Larimore. And glad you could join us here on yourliveevent.com. If you want to listen to the Burro Boys as they face Ada Borup West, you can listen to that on 106.5 FM KRJB. We'll pause here for the national anthem, then be back for the starting lineups.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. We are the oldest state bank in North Dakota. Our past is important, but only if we continue to learn from it. We have learned in over 130 years of serving the Red River Valley that we need to listen to your needs, that we need to provide you with the proper financial tools. Most importantly, we know that you have the option to bank anywhere, and many of you have chosen to bank with us. We take this responsibility seriously, and it has been an honor to be your bank. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro is a Ruud dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. You don't want to be left out in the cold. That's why Goose River Heating is available with 24-hour emergency service. Call Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
My name is Abby Magnuson from Central Valley High School. Drugs and alcohol not only affect your life, but everyone around as well. That is why I choose not to engage in drugs and alcohol. It results in poor decision-making and even death. Don't let your friends, family, and teammates down. Be safe and stay sober. Thank you. This is a message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. Glad you could join us here as well. As time now for our starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Eagles of North Border. A freshman guard, number 5, Addie Brown. A junior forward, number 13, Claire Dummer. A 8th grader, a guard, number 15, Jenna Frazier. A senior forward, number 32, Jaden Volk. And a senior forward, number 42, Taryn Snyder. Those are your starting lineups for the Eagles of North Border. Their head coach is Patrick Dunnigan. The assistant is Shelby Castor. Eagles in the road dark navy blue uniforms with the white numerals trimmed in gold here tonight. Time now for our starting lineups here once again from American Crystal Sugar Company. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. As you can see there, introducing the Burro Buddies here tonight. So the starting lineup for Hillsboro-Central Valley, a senior guard, number 5, McKenna Bergstrom. Another guard, a senior, number 10, Sage Forseth. Followed by a senior forward, number 11, Sydney Brecken. Another senior guard, number 20, Caitlin Ensign. And in the middle, a senior center, number 34, Abby Magnuson. Starting lineups for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Their head coach is Tony Tormson. The assistant coach is Katie Colmus. And glad you could join us here. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Here's we're just about ready for the opening tip. Here again between the Eagles and the Burros, a pivotal 2-point matchup tonight in the Region 2 girls basketball standings. And I apologize here for our Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. I have a little trouble with the time display here tonight. We'll make sure to update you on the time here throughout the broadcast to make sure aware for the viewing audience. Tip is controlled by the Burros and Caitlin Ensign. It's to Forseth. Back to Ensign. It was left side. Bergstrom left wing. Fakes the 3. It's it back to Forseth. Ensign in the corner. She'll put up a 3. No. And the rebound is controlled by the Eagles. That's Snyder. Across the timeline. Over to Brown. Tries to get it inside. That's tipped but saved. Brown with it. At the free throw line. Falls down. Snyder able to recover. Pass. Shot. No. Rebound tipped. It goes out of bounds. And it will remain Eagle basketball. 12 to shoot. As Frazier to inbound. Gets it inside. Snyder turns. No, able to get it back. In the paint. To Volk. Drives inside. Shot attempt. No. And the rebound controlled by Caitlin Ensign. She'll bring it across the timeline. Forseth. Magnuson in the corner. Picks up her dribble. Inside Brecken. Back out Ensign. Ensign from 3. No. And the rebound controlled by the Eagles. Brown up court. Set to Volk at the free throw line. Puts it up, no, able to get her own rebound, and she's fouled. As Ensign on the foul, that'll be her first, team's first. And Jaden Volk at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw attempt, no good. Scoreless here on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. 6:37 remaining in the first quarter. Second free throw attempt up, no good, and the rebound taken by Abby Magnuson. Hands it off to Forseth. Across the half-court line. Magnuson. Thought about the three. Forseth in the corner. She'll launch up the three. No. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Burros. And it will be North Border basketball. Frazier to inbound. As Brecken able to tip it. Frazier able to get it back. Eagle basketball. They work it across the timeline with Brown. Guarded by Forseth. Gets a screen. Inside to Snyder along the elbow. Brown. She'll back out. 10 on the shot clock. Volk. Long two-pointer. No. And the rebound taken by Brown. Shot no. But Volk gets the rebound. Long possession here for the Eagles. In the corner, Frazier will put up the shot. No. And Brecken with the rebound. Hands it off Forseth. Across the timeline. Bergstrom, Magnuson. She'll put up a three. In and out, no good. And the rebound to Brown. Across the timeline. Picks up her dribble inside. Volk. And gets it to go. First points here tonight for the Eagles. They lead 2-0, 3 minutes past the first quarter. Bergstrom with a shot attempt. Forseth gets the rebound. Inside, puts it up, no. And Snyder with the board. To Frazier. Across the half-court stripe, picked up by Bergstrom. Inside, Volk turns, puts it up off the glass, no. And Brecken with the rebound. Bergstrom up court. Forseth. Back to Bergstrom. Ensign. Magnuson. Inside, she'll put it up, no. Rebound controlled by Forseth, put back, that wouldn't go. Forseth gets it again, puts it up off the glass, no. Forseth once again, and back out Ensign. Long two-pointer, no. Magnuson with the rebound, put back, no. Magnuson again, and it goes. Burros controlling the offensive glass. They're able to get second, third, fourth, fifth opportunities, and they're able to make good with it. And we're tied at 2. 4.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Frazier. Work it around. Snyder. Inside. Volk puts it up. No. And Sydney Brecken the rebound. Forseth across the timeline. Bergstrom drives inside. Puts up the floater. No. And Frazier with the board. Pass to Volk across the timeline. Inside, pass is tipped by Brecken, and it goes out of bounds. North Border basketball, 24 to shoot, 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Ensign will check out. Tiffany Gazette will check back in for the Burros. As Frazier's pass is tipped by Bergstrom, back out of bounds. Eagles again to inbound. Lobs it inside, shot off the glass, no. And Magnuson the rebound. Forseth up court. Bergstrom. Magnuson at the free throw line. Kazette, two-pointer, off the glass and in. Tiffany Kazette with the mid-range J. Burros lead 4-0. Pass briefly was stolen by Bergstrom, lost the handle of it, and it goes out of bounds.
That's exactly what you want to happen on that press. Those cross-court passes, pick them off, you got a layup.
As a steal there by Bergstrom, gets it to Forseth, and she's fouled. Burros forced the turnover, like you said there, Keith, with the press. Able to force a bad pass, get a turnover, and a foul, the first one of the game. Jaden Volk charged for the Eagles. Inbounds right to Magnuson in the corner. Three-pointer rolls around, no good. Brecken with the rebound, put back, no. Gets her own rebound, and it's stolen away by Brown. Volk across the timeline. Drives inside. Kick out. Inside shot is blocked by Brecken. As Dummer able to get the rebound. Saves it for the Eagles. Inside they try to get it to Snyder, and it's tipped out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock. 2:02 remaining in the first quarter.
That size advantage of the Burros is showing, able to block shots and get rebounds.
Frazier to inbound. Lobs it. Volk inside. Puts it up off the glass. No. And Brecken with the rebound. Outlet to Forseth. Anna Spokley to check in for the Burros. Bergstrom back to Forseth. Magnuson, free throw line. Shot no good. And the rebound taken by Brown. Across the timeline. Frazier, three. No. And the rebound controlled by Magnuson. Forseth. Back out Bergstrom. Kazette drives. Mid-range shot, no, but she's fouled, and Tiffany Kazette will go to the free throw line. As Frazier on the foul, that's her first, team's second. Kazette's first free throw is no good. Second one upcoming. Magnuson checks out. Anna Spokley checks in for the Burros. Frazier out for the Eagles. Second free throw attempt. No good. And Snyder with the rebound. Across the timeline. Checking in 14, Lauren Carrier for North Border. Has it top of the key. Volk gets it inside. Shot. And one.
Volk is doing a nice job of attacking the defense. By that I mean she gets the ball, catches it, and then brushes into the girl that's guarding her, and that's how she's able to get that shot off in there.
Brecken with the foul. That's her first, team's second. Free throw attempt by Dummer is no good, and the rebound by Spokley. Spokley at the free throw line. Kazette, shot, no. Forseth the rebound, back to Kazette. She'll put it up again. This time it goes. Rose lead 6-4. Pass is tipped, saved by Brown. Up ahead, Carrier. Picks up her dribble, and she slid. And a travel, and a Eagle turnover. As now checking in for the first time tonight, Alex Schill for the Eagles. Forseth, across the timeline. Screen from Spokley, gets it to Kazette, back to Forseth. Ensign wing, she'll put up a three. No. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by the Burros, and Eagle basketball. 21.3 seconds remain in the first quarter. Shot clock turned off. Eagles to inbound. Carrier. Tipped out of bounds. North Border basketball with 18 seconds remaining in the quarter. Brown to inbound. Snyder. Back to Brown. Across the timeline. Carrier, and just out of the reach, and a north border turnover. Burros a chance to try to get the final points of the quarter. 9.1 seconds remain. And Spokley out, and Abby Magnuson back in for the Burros. Forseth across the timeline. Spins, puts it up from the free throw line, short. Gazette with the rebound, tries to get it out to Magnuson. Not enough time remaining in the quarter, and that is your first quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 6, North Border 4 on yourliveevent.com.
Find feel-good savings at your locally owned Health Mart drugstore, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Health Mart CoQ10 dietary supplement 30-count soft gels is just $6.99. You can get your choice of Health Mart flaxseed oil or fish oil, just $9.49 each. 120-count Health Mart low-dose aspirin 81 mg, $4.99, or 36-count Health Mart adult low-dose chewable aspirin, just $1.99. Keep up with the cold and flu season by making a stop at Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hi, this is Caitlin Ensign, student athlete at Central Valley High School. I urge everyone to show good sportsmanship both on and off the field or court. Show respect for other players, coaches, referees, and fans too. By doing so, it shows class and respect for the game. Thank you, and once again, I encourage all of us to show good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
It's about ready to begin the second quarter. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 6-4 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. And glad you joined us here on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough boys action. They are at Ada Borup West. If you want to listen to that, you can tune that in to 106.5 FM KRJB. Eagles inbound it to Carrier, across the timeline, back to Brown. Inside, Snyder. Back to Brown. Volk drives inside. Back to Carrier, top of the key. Brown. She'll drive, puts it up, rolls around the rim, couldn't get it to go, and Magnuson with rebound number 5. Ensign across the timeline. Kazette, Spokley, inside Magnuson, double teamed, has it stripped and stolen away from her by Snyder.
Eagles doing a nice job with that 2-3 zone of bottling up Magnuson. She hasn't been able to get free in there yet.
Carrier, top of the key, picks up her dribble, guarded by Kazette. Back to Brown. Inside. Shot by Snyder, wouldn't go, and Spokley with the rebound. Corinna Holte checking in out of the half-quarter break as well. Magnuson is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. As Alex Schill on the foul. That's her first, team's third. Magnuson's first free throw attempt, no good. Burros 0 for 3 from the free throw line, as are the Eagles to start the first half tonight. Magnuson's second shot up, good. Magnuson splits the pair, and the Burros lead 7-4. Inbounds pass is tipped by Kazette. Eagles able to save it. Brown will bring it up court. Across the timeline. He tries to get it inside. That's tipped by Spokley and stolen away by Magnuson. And off to Ensign across the half-court stripe. Kazette has a tip right back to her. Magnuson from the free throw line, no. Rebound loose and controlled by Carrier. They'll slow it down, get it to Brown. Inside, Schill puts it up, no. Rebound fought for, tipped up and controlled by Kazette. Magnuson drives inside, kick out Holte, she'll put up a 3, banks it in! Corinna Holte on the triple. And the Burros lead 10-4, 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Eagles up ahead. Shot by Carrier, wouldn't go. And the rebound controlled by the Burros. Ensign, Forseth, and Bergstrom to check back in for the Burros. Kazette, long two-pointer, gets it to go. She's got 6 already. And a timeout on the floor, as on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard. 5:33 remaining in the first half. Hillsboro-Central Valley 12, North Border 4 on yourliveevent.com.
When agriculture faces hardship, everyone in our communities experience the impact in many ways. Grand Forks SCORE invites you to their presentation on preparing for and managing through an economic downturn, Tuesday, February 11th from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the LEP Community Room in Hillsboro. Farmers, bankers, business owners, and anyone with an interest in the topic are welcome to learn and enjoy coffee and pastries. Register in advance at www.grandforks.score.org under local workshops.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 12-4. 5.5 remains in the first half out of the Eagle timeout. As Frazier will inbound it for the Eagles. To Volk. Double team comes. Back to Frazier. And Kira Moore checking in out of the timeout for the Eagles with it. Gets it to Frazier. Back to Moore. In the corner, Volk. Tries to get it inside, but it's stolen away. Also, Claire Dummer checking in as well for the Eagles out of the timeout also. Bergstrom. Spokley. Fake the 3. Forseth. Holte puts up the 3 again. No. And the rebound controlled by Schill. Moore across the timeline. Picks it up. It to Frazier. Top of the key. Volk. Dribbles left side, baseline, puts it up, and gets it to go. Jaden Volk with the basket. Burros lead 12-6. 4:30 remaining in the second quarter. Forseth inside, Magnuson. Bergstrom. Drives inside, back out Magnuson. She'll launch the 3. No. And Moore with the rebound. Here Moore for the Eagles across the timeline. Guarded by Holte. Frazier. Volk. Back to Moore. Volk, right wing. Frazier. 10 to shoot. Drives inside, spins in the paint, picks up the dribble. Moore, 4 to shoot, puts up the 2, gets it to go. Hira Moore, her first basket. Eagles trail by 4. Up ahead to Holte, picks up the dribble. Shot attempt is blocked, rolls around and taken by Schill. To Frazier, across the timeline. Guarded by Bergstrom. To Schill. Volk. She'll launch the 3. No. Rebound. Dummer tries to save it. It ends up in Holte's hands. And back the other way for the Burros. Inside, Magnuson turns, puts it up off the glass, gets it to go. Abby Magnuson with the bucket. Burros lead 14-6. Under 3 minutes to play now in the half. Pass, Moore. In the corner, Volk inside, Dummer turns, puts it up. No, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Sydney Brecken ready to come back in the game, and her absence has been very noticeable here. The press just isn't near as effective, plus they lose that size inside.
First free throw attempt up and good. As a foul there on Anna Spokley, that's her first, team's third. Relatively clean first half, only 3 fouls apiece for each team member. Holte, Spokley out as Brecken Ensign back in. Second free throw attempt, no good off the front iron, and the rebound controlled by Bergstrom. As Dummer splits the 2 free throws. Throws back with it. Magnuson stumbles, falls on it. Able to get to Forseth. Forseth from the corner, no. And Dummer with the rebound. Moore across the timeline. Volk, and we'll have a foul. I'll call it on the floor. Say it was before the shot. As Ensign on the foul. That'll be number 2 on her. 4 on the Burros. Frazier to inbound. Lobs it out. Schill. Inside, kick out Moore. Frazier drives baseline. Spins, gets it inside. Volk puts it up, rolls around, gets it to go. She's got 6. She leads the Eagles in scoring. Now under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Eagles trail by 3. Forseth at the elbow. Ensign, she'll launch the 3. Good! Caitlin Ensign with the triple. And we'll have a timeout called by the Burros. 1:47 remaining in the first half. Golden Harvest Timkas at Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 17, North Border 11.
It's time to get rid of those old energy-wasting appliances for new, efficient appliances from Olson Hardware and Appliances in Hillsboro. Top brand names like LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Stoves, dishwashers, refrigerators, freezers, washers, and dryers. Olson Hardware also services old ones too. Plus, they have all the other hardware one would need for updating plumbing or other tasks around the house or yard. It's all at Olson Hardware and Appliance in Hillsboro. 636-4151. That's 636-4151 for Olson Hardware and Appliance.
Burros use their first timeout, a quick 30. They lead by 6 with 1:47 remaining on the Golden Harvest Timkas at Seed Sales scoreboard. Inbounds Brown, and North Border is forced to call their second timeout. A quick 30. We'll take 30 as well. 17-11, Hillsboro-Central Valley leads. Golden Harvest Timkas at Seed Sales scoreboard.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Out of the timeout, Eagle basketball, 1:43 remaining in the first half. Inbounds to Carrier. Snyder, up ahead Moore. Sit to Brown, top of the key. Goes left side. He'll drive inside, spin. Still with it, 10 to shoot, she'll back out. Will Brown. Inside, Snyder. Carrier, 5 to shoot. Snyder turns, has to force it up, and it's blocked by Brecken, and that will be a shot clock violation on the Eagles. Turnover number 5.
Instant returns from Brecken coming back into the game. She got North Border to call a timeout on the press, and there she got a blocked shot.
Magnuson from the elbow gets it to go. She's got 7 in the half. Now just under a minute to play. In the corner, stolen away by Forseth. Puts it up, no, but she's fouled. And Sage Forseth will go to the free throw line. That pressure by the Burros right off the inbound, able to get another steal. And opportunity for points here as Sage Forseth at the free throw line. First free throw attempt up and good, as it was Blair Dummer on the foul. That's her first, team's 4th. Brown checks out. Jenna Frazier back in for the Eagles. Second free throw attempt up, no good. Forseth splits the pair, and Dummer with the rebound. That's her 5th. Carrier across the timeline. 40 seconds remaining in the half. Volk. Tipped, stolen from it, on the floor, and we'll have a tie-up called. And possession arrow is to Hillsboro-Central Valley.
That's how you get the ball when it's loose. You be the first one to jump down there and grab that basketball. It's like hand grenades.
35.3 seconds on the inbound, so Burros essentially can play for the final shot. And we'll have a foul on the floor. Carrier commits the foul. That's her first, team's fifth. 27.5 remaining, so now the shot clock is turned off. Rose Canola for the final shot. Inbounds to Magnuson in the corner. Forseth. Magnuson at the free throw line. Inside. Puts it up. No. Magnuson able to save it to Kazette, and we'll have a jump ball called. And possession arrow this time points to the North Border Eagles. 16.8 to play in the first half. Inbounds, Volk. Snyder. Pass tipped by Forseth, stolen away by Magnuson to Forseth. Drives inside, puts it up off the glass, and in for two. For Sage Forseth. Inbounds. Eagles trying to get the final shot off, and they will be unable to, as the clock will run out, as we have reached halftime here from Central Valley. Halftime on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 22, North Border 11 on yourliveevent.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to Your Live Event by clicking on the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner on YouTube and click the notification bell so you'll be notified about every new video. Thanks for watching and listening to yourliveevent.com, powered by Hulsta Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. For more high school sports and information, visit rjbroadcasting.com/sports scores and schedules page.
Hi, this is Joey Cameron from Central Valley High School. Work hard at everything you do in life: schoolwork, sports, extracurriculars, and anything else you may be involved in. A good work ethic will help you be successful and will stick with you in the future. It also helps to be a good role model to younger students and athletes that look up to you. This message is brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
Hillsboro Lumber now has roof rakes. With the heavy snowfall, removing snow from your roofs should be considered. You can now remove snow from your roofs with snow rakes from Hillsboro Lumber. They have a selection including the Avalanche Roof Rake. Stop at Hillsboro Lumber to purchase your snow roof rakes today. Also, as you're thinking of remodeling plans and other projects, visit Hillsboro Lumber for cabinets, doors, flooring, and more. Hillsboro Lumber will provide the materials. With their services comes free delivery and free estimates. No projects are too small or too big for you to be helped at Hillsboro Lumber.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, we've reached halftime with Hillsboro-Central Valley leading here tonight 22-11 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Game got off to a bit of a slow start, only 10 combined points in the first half, as Hillsboro-Central Valley able to take the lead after the first 8 minutes, a 6-4 Burro advantage. Second quarter, game started to open up a little bit more as the Burros able to outscore the Eagles by a 16-7 mark to take a 11-point lead, doubling up the Eagles at 22-11 here at the half on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Here Hillsboro-Central Valley girls basketball. Burro boys basketball, they are in Ada to play the Ada Borup West Cougars, a matchup of two of the top teams in each of their respective states. That game can be heard over on 106.5 FM KRJB on your radio dial, also streaming live on rjbroadcasting.com. Stick around, we'll run down our first half stats. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
At Halsted Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Hi, this is Reagan Baszler from Hillsboro High School. Work hard at everything you do in life: school, work, sports, extracurriculars, and anything else you may be involved in. A good work ethic will help you be successful and will stick to you in the future. It also helps you to be a good role model to the younger students and athletes that look up to you. This message is brought to you by the Hillsboro School District.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Back here on your liveevent.com, we'll run down here our first half stats. First for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, 22 first half points, led in scoring by Abby Magnuson. She has 7 points. Also 5 rebounds for Abby as well tonight. Tiffany Gazette with 6 points off the bench for the Burros. And 3 points apiece for Corinna Holte, as well as for Sage Forseth, as well as Caitlin Ensign. Burros committed 3 turnovers in the first half, 21 team rebounds, 4 team fouls. And from the free throw line, they are shooting 2 of 6. First half stats for the Eagles of North Border, 11 points in the first 2 quarters, led in scoring by Jaden Volk. She has 6. 3 points for Claire Dummer and 2 points for number 22, Kira Moore. Eagles, they committed 8 turnovers in the first half, had 17 team rebounds, committed 4 team fouls, and from the free throw line, they shot 1 of 4. Those are your first half stats here on your liveevent.com. Stick around, we'll have the start of the second half. That's coming up next on your live event.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said I want to move back to that small town so I could have small classes, small community, people are involved, people care about you.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsboro, North Dakota.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
My name is Chase Fossum from Hillsboro High School. Drugs and alcohol not only affect your life, but everyone around as well. That is why I choose not to engage in drugs and alcohol. It results in poor decision making and even death. Don't let friends, family, and teammates down. Be safe and stay sober. Thank you. This message brought to you by the Hillsboro High School District.
Reed Insurance. Terry Reed and Julie Larson serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, prop hail, your insurance source. Reed Insurance, located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the coverage you need. Professional, knowledgeable experience. Reed Insurance.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Just about ready for the start of quarter number 3. We'll bring Keith Meyer back in here, get in our coach's perspective here at the half. And Keith, game got off to a little bit of a slow start. Only 10 total points in the first quarter. Game kind of opened up a little bit in the second quarter. What have you been seeing so far?
North Border wasn't quite ready to compete with Hillsboro-Central Valley's size, and that's where they got into trouble early. HCV, on the other hand, they were kind of in love with the three-point shot for quite a while. I'm not sure how many they missed to open the game. It was at least 5. And then finally they had that rebound-a-thon under there where they had like 5 offensive rebounds and got the 6th one to go for a putback. And then they got away from it again and started putting up the 3 balls. So I think North Border is ready and better able to handle the size of HCV now that they've seen it. The Burros, I think, just need to push that ball inside and use their advantage.
Burros will start out with the basketball in the second half. Magnuson, free throw line, jumper, no. And the rebound controlled by Brown. Burros going with their starting lineup to begin half number 2. McKenna Bergstrom, Sage Forseth, Sydney Brecken, Caitlin Ensign, and Abby Magnuson on the floor for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Snyder inside Volk, turns, puts it up, gets it to go. Jaden Volk, she's now got 8 to lead the scoring for the Eagles, as North Border's starting lineup as well to begin the third quarter of play. Magnuson splits the double team, gets it to go. Abby Magnuson with the bucket on the court for the Eagles, as inbounds is tipped by Ensign back out of bounds. Addie Brown, Claire Dummer, Jenna Frazier, Jaden Volk, and Taryn Snyder on the court for North Border to begin the third quarter of play. Inbounds to Volk. Gets it across the timeline. Frazier, Brown, inside. Snyder turns, puts it up off the glass, gets it to go. Taryn Snyder, her first points tonight. Eagles able to cut the deficit down to single digits. Magnuson thought about the 3. She'll drive inside, stripped from her. Brecken with it. Put back, shot attempt, no good. And the rebound controlled by Frazier. Brown across the timeline. Volk, left wing. Frazier. Back to Brown. In the corner, Volk. Tries to get it to Frazier, but that one's stolen away by Bergstrom, going coast to coast and in. McKenna Bergstrom gets the steal. Inbound stolen away by Brecken to Forseth, who is fouled on the shot attempt.
I think Bergstrom had a hand in that steal too. They were both there on that cross-court pass, and that's the one you want him to throw.
Forseth at the free throw line. Her first free throw attempt is no good. Foul there on Jenna Frazier. That is her second, first in the half. Second free throw attempt up and good for Sage Forseth. She splits the pair. Burros lead by 12. Inbounds. Snyder able to get it to Volk. Cross midcourt. She'll back it out. Frazier, right wing. At the free throw line, Brown. Back out Frazier. She'll put up the 3. No. And the rebound still loose and controlled by Brecken. To Forseth. Magnuson. Left wing. She'll put up the 3. No. And Snyder with the rebound. That is her 5th. Inside, Volk drives, puts it up, no. Ensign with the rebound. To Forseth, cross half court. Pass tipped, able to find Bergstrom. Bergstrom drives inside, puts it up, no. Out of bounds it goes. Official says it was tipped, and so possession will remain with Hillsboro-Central Valley. 22 to shoot, 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Inside inbound, Forseth. Forseth, she'll put up a 3 from the corner. No. And we'll have a foul as that will be on Sydney Brecken. That's her second, team's first. Inbounds, stolen away by Brecken, and she puts it up and in. Sydney Brecken, her first basket. She's able to force the turnover. Eagles struggling just to get the ball inbounds. Brown up ahead, Dummer, back to Brown. Drives inside baseline, shot attempt is blocked, and Forseth ends up with it for the Burros. Inside, puts it up, no, but she's fouled, and Sage Forseth to the free throw line. Burros lead 29-15, 4:41 to play in the third quarter. Forseth at the line. First shot attempt is good. As wholesale changes here for North Border. As Snyder, Volk, and Frazier check out. Kira Moore as well as Alex Schill. Second free throw attempt by Forseth is good. She got them both. Also, Lauren Carrier checking in for North Border. Up to Brown. Inside. Pass is stolen away by Forseth. Forseth the other way. Stops, puts it up. No, good off the front iron. And Moore with the rebound. Ball loose, goes out of bounds along the baseline. And will remain North Border basketball.
Sydney Brecken is just a one-person wrecking crew down there.
Inbounds to Schill. Back to Moore. And we get it across the timeline. Brown from three, puts it up, no. And Ensign with the rebound. Back to Forseth. Up to Ensign, just out of the reach, unable to get a handle of it, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Forseth checks out, Cazette will check in, and Hillsboro-Central Valley will take a timeout with 4:04 remaining in the third quarter. Golden Harvest, Tim Cazette, Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 31, North Border 15.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Rural life isn't for everyone, but those who know it and love it wouldn't have it any other way. As a farmer-owned cooperative, Ag Country Farm Credit Services supports rural communities in agriculture with reliable, consistent credit financial services, which helps farmers produce more affordable food and encourages long-term investments in rural communities. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, proud to support the communities where we live and work.
Inbounds tipped out of bounds. It will remain with North Border as Moore with the rebound. It will get across the timeline with Carrier. Brown top of the key. Lobs it inside. Dummer puts it up. Off the glass, no. And Magnuson with the rebound. Bergstrom. And she traveled. Turnover on Hillsboro-Central Valley, their second of the half. As Kira Moore to inbound for North Border, 3:43 remaining in the third quarter. Inbounds to Schill, back to Moore. Top of the key, Brown off of her fingertips, trying to save it, and it's stolen away by Cazette. Cazette stops, puts it up off the glass, no. And Dummer with the rebound. All's loose, and they're going to say that Moore was out of bounds while touching the basketball, and another Eagle turnover. 8 already in this third quarter. And signed to inbound. Brecken, good, and the foul. Sydney Brecken found a hole on the inbounds right near the basket, gets it to go, absorbs the contact, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to make it a 3-point play. As Dummer on the foul, that's her third. Free throw attempt, Brecken, no good, and Dummer with the rebound. Moore across the timeline. Drives inside, puts it up, no. Dummer able to get the rebound. Back out Carrier. Inside Schill. Battles position, puts it up. Couldn't get it to go. And Bergstrom able to control the rebound. Brecken, Kazette, across the half-court line. Magnuson, she'll drive baseline, and she is fouled. That'll be on Alex Schill. That'll be number 2 on her. 4th on the Eagles. As Anna Spokley and Corinna Holte in for the Burros. Magnuson, Ensign out for HCV. As Schill, Brown, and Moore out for North Border. Off the inbounds, Kazette gets the 3 to go. Tiffany Kazette with the triple. Burros lead 36-15. And we'll have a timeout called by the Eagles. 2:37 remaining in the third quarter. Golden Harvest, Tim Kazette, Seed, Sales, scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 36, North Border 15.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds, Caledonia. Looking at your certified seed there with wheat and barley from Nedham Seeds.
We've got a new wheat variety for next year called Trigger, real high yielding variety from Lima Grain. Pretty excited about that one. And then we'll have our Rebel wheat variety that's been really good quality, decent yields as well. And then we'll have some SY Velda as well. We're going to handle some Pinnacle barley again, so a 2-row variety.
Nedham Seeds at Caledonia. Rocky's number is 701-430-1149.
Burros inbound, Holte to Kazette. Bergstrom tries to get it inside. It bounces around. Holte able to save it for the Burros. She's stripped of the basketball on the floor and controlled back by the Burros. McKenna Bergstrom picks up her dribble. Kazette. Holte drives inside, picks it up. Back out Kazette. Kazette from 3, no. Rebound fought for, it goes out of bounds. And it will be North Border basketball. Eagles with possession, 2:09 remaining in the third quarter, and we'll have a foul called. That'll be on Holte. That'll be number 1 for her. Third on the Burros. On the floor for the Eagles. Jenna Frazier as well as Jaden Volk. Taryn Snyder. Inbounds is to Volk. Also on the court for North Border, 13 Claire Dummer and 14 Lauren Carrier. Frazier across the timeline. Carrier. Volk. Cross court, Dummer. Back to Carrier. Top of the key, Volk turns, puts it up off the glass, no. And Bergstrom the rebound. Brecken, Kazette. Thought about it, now back out Brecken. Holte from the free throw line, off the glass, no. Spokley with the rebound, put back, no. And the rebound taken by Snyder, and she is fouled.
Holte's shot inside there looked like it was a little more out of fear than anything else. She felt bodies closing in on her, and whoosh, away the ball went towards the basket.
Sage Forseth, Abby Magnuson checked back in for the Burros. Also on the court, Anna Spokley, Karina Holte, and Tiffany Kazette. As we'll have an offensive foul called. They'll call a charge on Volk. That'll be her first. Fifth on, or excuse me, they got that on Dummer. That's her fourth foul now. Fourth foul on Dummer. Inbound stolen away, and Volk with the basket. 36-17. Eagles lead, 1:15 to play. Kazette going coast to coast, up and in. Burros lead by 21. Minute to play in the third quarter. Inbounds, Snyder. Frazier. And we get across the timeline. Inside has it stripped from her. Ball loose on the floor. Snyder with it. Back out to Carrier. Volk puts it up. No. Dummer with the rebound. Put back. That goes. Inbounds Kazette. Picks up her dribble. Falls on the floor. And we'll have a jump basketball. And the possession arrow goes to North Border. 31.1 remains in quarter number 3. Inbounds to Carrier. Shot clock turned off. Frazier. Inside Volk. Snyder. Back inside Volk. Turns, puts it up. No, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line. As Holte on the foul. Foul number 2 on her. Fourth this half on the Burros. First free throw attempt, no good for Jaden Volk. Second one upcoming. 19 on the game clock. Second free throw attempt, that one's no good. And Kazette with the rebound, fought for. Dummer ends up with it. Back on the floor, on top of bodies. And they'll call a jump ball. And possession arrow will be to Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burros the inbound, 12.9 remains. Forces has that one stolen away from her. Able to get it back. Up ahead, Holte, 5 seconds. She'll launch up the 3. No. And the rebound controlled by Snyder. And the Eagles will dribble out the final remaining seconds, as that will do it for quarter number 3. 3 in the books, 1 to go on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 38, North Border 19 on yourliveevent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents and fans who work together to build team and community spirit. They believe it takes parents, as well as community support and commitment for team success, both on and off the field or court. You can be a member of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club. Contact Carissa Olson or Dave Knutsvig for more information.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, just about ready to begin quarter number 4. As Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 38-19 in that third quarter. Burros able to outscore the Eagles a 16-6 mark, as the Burros now lead by 19. Inbounds to the Eagles. Volk puts it up. No. Gets her own rebound. Put back off the glass. In. She's got 12. Ed Magnuson and Sign. Forseth. Magnuson in the corner. She'll drive baseline. Turns and we'll have a foul called, as that'll be on Dummer, and that is number 5 on her, as she will foul out here tonight. Her final stat line reads 5 points and 9 rebounds tonight. as her 5th personal, 6th on the Eagles. Forseth's pass is stolen away by Schill. Volk with it. Brown inside Schill, back to Brown. She'll drive baseline, puts it up, no. And Forseth with the rebound. Up ahead, Ensign gets it to go. Ensign with 5 now. As Brown stumbles, falls, ball goes out of bounds. And an Eagle turnover.
Some incidental contact there, and the officials let it go. And
Magnuson from 3 out of the inbounds, no. Brown with the rebound. To Moore, across the timeline. As Taylin Dunnigan now checking in for the Eagles, her first time on the floor tonight. Brown in the corner. Guarded by Holte, tries to get it to Dunnigan, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 10 in the half on North Border.
good job by Holte to resist fouling there. It looked like she wanted to get that ball back in the worst way, but she figured out the best way to do it, and that would just let her throw it away.
Schill checks out. Terrence Snyder back in for the Eagles, as we'll have a foul called. That'll be on Jaden Volk, her second, number 7. And now the Eagles are in the bonus, or excuse me, the Burros are in the bonus now with team foul number 7. As North Border will take a quick timeout. We'll take one as well. Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. 6:32 remaining in the game. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 40-21.
Trail District Health Unit warns that flu numbers are increasing across the state and to take all necessary precautions to keep you and your family healthy this winter. Get a flu shot. Always remember to wash your hands, and exercise are all great ways to reduce the chances of you and those around you from getting sick. You don't want your student or athlete to miss school or activities because of the flu. This message is brought to you by Trail District Health Unit. For more information, give them a call at 701-636-4434. Wishing you a healthy season are Brenda, Kelly, and Chris at Trail District Health Unit.
Bloomfield Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tex utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
First free throw attempt by Forseth is good. As the Burros now in the bonus with foul number 7 charged to North Border. Forseth at the line once again. Second free throw attempt. That one is good as well. Forseth makes them both. Burros lead 42-21. 6.5 remaining. Brown up court. Backs out along the three-point arc. Volk at the free throw line. She'll drive inside, puts it up, and the foul. Jaden Volk gets it to go. She's got 14 now here tonight. Spokely on the foul. That's her third, team's 5th. Volk at the line, trying to complete the three-point play. Shot is no good, and Spokely gets the rebound. Up ahead to Magnuson. Ensign. Sydney Brecken to check back in for the Burros. Spokely in the corner. Forseth. Back to Ensign. Ensign from 3. No. And the rebound by Volk. Up ahead to Moore across the timeline. Still with it. Volk, she'll drive baseline, turns, spins, puts it up. No. Rebound fought for. And out of bounds it goes. And actually they will call a foul. They'll call it on Kira Moore. That'll be her first.
They used to call that over the back in the old days, but there is no such foul. It's just a push from behind.
Excuse me, foul is on Snyder, 42. That's her first, team's 8th. And Forseth back at the free throw line. Floor-wise for the Eagles, Lauren Carrier, Jenna Frazier, as well as Kira Moore. First free throw attempt rolls in for Forseth. Also on the court, 32, Jaden Volk, 42, Taryn Snyder on the floor for North Border. Forseth, second free throw attempt. That one's up and good. Forseth got them both. Eagles inbound, stolen away by Brecken. Holte, Ensign, inside Magnuson, turns, gets it to Forseth. Forseth puts it in for two. Arrows lead 46-23. Inbounds, Frazier across the timeline. Carrier, top of the key, gets a screen. Dribbles right side. Back to Frazier. Gets a screen. She'll drive inside, turn, spin, back out. Long two-pointer is no good by Volk, and Forseth with the rebound. Up ahead, Ensign, Magnuson, Brecken, off the glass and in. Sydney Brecken, she's now got 6. As Frazier across the timeline. She'll put it up from the free throw line, no. Rebound fought for, still loose, bounces, pinballs around, and we'll have a jump ball called. And possession arrow is to Hillsboro-Central Valley. As Holte Ensign check out, Tiffany Kazette, McKenna Bergstrom back in for the Burros. Moore checks out for the Eagles, and Kira Helland will check in for North Border. Inside, Magnuson off the glass and in. Magnuson now with double digits. She's got 11. Frazier looking to inbound. Carrier along the baseline. Back to Frazier. Across the timeline. 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Helland in the corner. Volk will put it up from 3. No. And Magnuson the rebound. Forseth. Across the timeline. Inside now, back outside. She'll get it to Brecken. Turns, fires, puts it up. No. And the rebound taken by Carrier. Frazier. Guarded by Kazette. Dribbles left side. Picks up the dribble. Able to get to Helland. He'll drive inside to Schill. Back out, Frazier. Puts it up, no. And Forseth the rebound. Across the timeline. Bergstrom. Kazette. Brecken. Forseth, top of the key. Under 3 remains inside Magnuson, and she's fouled. Schill on the foul. That'll be number 3 on her. And Magnuson to the free throw line.
That was a foul of, no, you're not getting this shot off. You're going to have to go to the free throw line and earn it.
First free throw attempt is no good. Second one upcoming. Team foul number 9 on the Eagles.
One thing the Eagles have done very well tonight is they have really boxed up Magnuson. Whenever she gets the ball, there's 2 people around her at all times.
Second shot is good, and Magnuson will check out. And Anna Spokley back in for the Burros. Under 3 minutes to play. 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Frazier. Stolen away by Forseth. Turnover 12 in the half. 20th overall for North Border. Kazette. Brecken. Try to get it inside. It's tipped around. Pinballs and goes out of bounds. Possession will remain with Hillsboro-Central Valley. Forseth out. Holte will check in for the Burros. Volk, Schill, and Frazier out for North Border. Inside, Brecken has that one stripped from her, and out of bounds it goes. Back to Burro basketball, 17 to shoot. As Kira Helland on the court for North Border, as is 20 Taylin Dunnigan, 22 Kira Moore. Inside, Brecken off the glass and in for 2. She now has 8. Also, Addie Brown and Lauren Carrier on the court for North Border. As a turnover on the Eagles, 21 tonight. As McKenna Bergstrom checks out and Stella Benson in for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Minute 58 to play. Across the timeline, Benson. Sydney Hennings also to check in at the scorer's table for the Burros. Holte. Spokley top of the key. She'll launch a 3. That's good! Anna Spokley with the triple. Brown across the timeline. Guarded by Benson. Moore. She'll launch a 3. No. Rebound fought for between Holte and Helland, and that will be a jump ball. They'll call a foul. They'll call a foul on North Border. As Cazette, Brecken check out. And Sydney Hennings and 30 Aaron Sondrel in for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They'll call Helland on the foul. That'll be her first. Team's 10th. Holte at the free throw line. Her first free throw attempt is up and good. 58.4 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw attempt. Banks it in. Holte makes them both. Carrier across the timeline. It's a screen. Brown. Final 45 seconds. Inside, Dunnigan, back out Brown. Drives inside along the baseline. Pass is saved by Carrier, but then she travels. And once again, a Eagle turnover. 14 in the half, 22 overall. Final 20 seconds. Benson, Hennings, Spokley in the corner. Inside, back out Sondrel. She'll put it up. No. Rebound fought for. And Helen able to secure the rebound on the floor. We'll have a jump ball, and that will do it. As the clock reaches triple zeros, and Hillsboro-Central Valley a valuable 2 region points here tonight as they pick up the victory over North Border here in a Region 2 matchup. Hillsboro-Central Valley, your winners tonight, a final on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 58, North Border 23. Stick around, post-game report coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Both grew up in Hatton.
We lived in Grand Forks and Fargo both before settling down here.
I'm originally from Hillsboro, grew up here.
Originally from Larimore.
We lived in Bismarck for 10 years, but something was drawing me back here.
For a small town, I think we have a lot to offer.
Hillsboro, Trail County is a great place to grow a business.
It's a small community that's like a family. If you need help, the small community pulls together.
Come home to Trail.
Come home to Trail.
Come home to Trail.
This is Sydney Brecken, student athlete at Hillsboro High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage your reputation, and damage your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message is brought to you by the Hillsboro School District.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. more locations, and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So, when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Cazzette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, a final tonight as Hillsboro-Central Valley victorious here on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazzette Seed Sales Scoreboard. A final of 58-23. Game started off a little sluggish here in the first quarter. Only 10 total points scored in the first 8 minutes. It was a 6-4 Burro lead after the first quarter. Game started to open up a bit in the remaining couple of quarters. Burros able to outscore the Eagles 16-7 in quarter number 2. They took a halftime lead of 22-11. Third quarter, similar story, similar score as it was 16-6. Hillsboro-Central Valley outscoring North Border to take a 38-19 lead into the final frame. There's, again, pouring it on in the final quarter. They're able to outscore North Border 20-4 in the final frame as a final score here tonight on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazzette Seed Sales Scoreboard. It reads Hillsboro-Central Valley 53, Hillsboro-Central Valley 58, North Border 23. Stick around. We'll talk with a couple of players. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. We are the oldest state bank in North Dakota. Our past is important, but only if we continue to learn from it. We have learned in over 130 years of serving the Red River Valley that we need to listen to your needs, that we need to provide you with the proper financial tools. Most importantly, we know that you have the option to bank anywhere, and many of you have chosen to bank with us. We take this responsibility seriously, and it has been an honor to be your bank. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro is a Rude dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, talk to Corey today about a new Rude furnace for your home or new construction. You don't want to be left out in the cold. That's why Goose River Heating is available with 24-hour emergency service. Call Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Rude dealer, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Back here on yourliveevent.com as Hillsboro-Central Valley picks up a 58-23 victory over the Eagles of North Border. Joined now here by Sydney Brecken. And Sydney, as we have an onlook in a gallery of fans here, looking over, trying to, this is the most important interview of your life. Some of the most important things you'll ever say coming up right now, apparently. As Sydney, first off, back here in region competition as you're jostling trying for the point standings. A big victory here tonight against a region foe.
Get back in the region, start playing region games. We picked up the pace the back half of the season, so it's looking really good.
Yeah, just talk a little bit about your effort today. You know, when you were on the floor, it was noticeable, even especially on the defensive end there, disrupting, you know, the inbounds passes there, kind of like a Wolverine there, just finding that basketball, getting your paws on it there, and really helping that out there, leading the way defensively for the Burros tonight.
That's my favorite part, is blocking the ball, playing the ball out of bounds. That's my favorite part. But all on defense, we're just trying to pick up the pace, get our intensity going, and it really showed tonight.
Yeah, you know, talk a little bit about just kind of how this season has gone. Does, you know, it started off kind of at that, you know, lull kind of in the middle. You know, able to string some wins here the last few games. Does it kind of feel like you're starting to get the momentum there, really starting to peak at the right time, really?
It's really good that we're picking up the pace. We're getting back at it. Feels really good to keep winning, stringing along these wins. It's good.
All right. Well, Sydney, congratulations on the victory. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you.
Sydney Brecken joining us here. We'll take a quick 30 seconds, then be back with more player interviews on yourliveevent.com.
My name is Abby Magnuson from Central Valley High School. Drugs and alcohol not only affect your life, but everyone around as well. That is why I choose not to engage in drugs and alcohol. It results in poor decision making and even death. Don't let your friends, family, and teammates down. Be safe and stay sober. Thank you. This is a message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, we're now joined by Tiffany Kazette. And Tiffany, first off, the obvious question there, just got to feel great to be back at home and pick up a region victory here tonight.
Yes, it really does.
Talk a little bit, you know, tonight here, you know, coming off the bench, they're kind of a little, you know, spark plug for them here tonight, able to come off at double-digit points there. Talk about, you know, kind of your game there, coming off the bench there, trying to be a fresh body there during, you know, stretches there during the mid parts of the first quarter, and then kind of on giving some break coming out there.
It felt really good just to like get out and stay strong and work the whole time, and it felt extremely good to get some points up.
Yeah, as you again just kind of talk about just how you've been working here all this season. You know, kind of started off a little sluggish there, especially during the middle part of the season. But now really you're starting to pick it up there, able to string some wins together here as you try to prepare yourself better for the region tournament.
Yeah, we're getting back into the hang of it and fixing up the games and playing a lot stronger together.
All right, well, Tiffany, we appreciate you joining us here quickly here on yourliveevent.com. Congratulations on the victory. We look forward to following the Burro basketball as they continue here in the next week.
Thank you.
Tiffany Gazette joining us here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take another quick pause. We'll name some awards. That's coming up next.
Find feel-good savings at your locally owned Health Mart drugstore, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Health Mart CoQ10 dietary supplement 30-count soft gels is just $6.99. You can get your choice of Health Mart flaxseed oil or fish oil, just $9.49 each. 120-count Health Mart low-dose aspirin 81 mg, $4.99, or 36-count Health Mart adult low-dose chewable aspirin, just $1.99. Keep up with the cold and flu season by making a stop at Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hi, this is Caitlin Ensign, student-athlete at Central Valley High School. I urge everyone to show good sportsmanship both on and off the field or court. Show respect for other players, coaches, referees, and fans, too. By doing so, it shows class and respect for the game. Thank you, and once again, I encourage all of us to show good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, now joined by the head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Tony Guttormson. And coaches, we talked about here tonight, every region matchup here is important. You got another valuable 2 points tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a confidence booster. We've been playing some good basketball lately. Excuse me. And this was a team we didn't know what to expect. I think kind of like we talked about in the pregame. They're playing a lot better. Very young team overall. I mean, they do have some older girls, but they got some young girls playing a lot of minutes, and I think probably gaining some confidence themselves over the course of the season. They got a couple of those wins that help them and jump them up in the standings too. So we weren't sure, which team to expect. We just knew we had to come out and be aggressive, and I was really happy with our defensive effort. That's kind of what we wanted to focus on, and thought they did a really, really nice job.
Yeah, talk about, elaborate that a little bit on the defensive effort there at points, they kind of just struggle even to inbound the basketball, able to get the hands on it, deflect the passes, get that full press, which allow you some offensive opportunities there.
Yep, that with our pressure, we want to try to we got some girls that have some length to them, and we want to try to put them in a position that get us some tips, some deflections, and then we got some quick guards then that can maybe go grab that thing. The 5 girls that were on the court, I thought they're just doing a great job. We were going after those loose balls, we're getting on the floor. Just like you said, it was we made it difficult for them to get comfortable to do anything, and that was the goal.
Yeah, with a bench had a couple of standout players there. Your depth wise there, you'll put in a couple of the backup players, then they'll kind of step up there, and you don't miss much of a beat there when some of the backups get in.
Yeah, I hope that those girls are themselves gaining confidence. Every game and every situation is different, and sometimes you got different people on the floor, but they do a great job of coming in and doing what we ask them to. And Tiff come off the bench and hit some open shots for us, and then we put her up on the ball to give Sid a break and just let her use those long arms. It's really nice. And then you got Anna and Corinna that play a lot, and Corinna, she had that 3-pointer and she played some good D, and Anna was battling down low with some of the big girls, and it was a good team effort all around.
Then as you keep on going through the season, you got another important matchup right away Monday against another team, right, jockeying with the same standings there for you in region competition.
Yep, senior night on Monday with it's at the HEC, and the mentality has to be the same as this game, just because the same thing. Where Finley Sharon Hope Page has been hot lately, and they've won some tough games against some good teams in the region. So we got to, even more than tonight, we got to be ready for them. We got a day of practice tomorrow, and probably do a little walkthrough or something on the weekend. But it's got to be ready. I think the girls will be pumped up. It'd be it's our last home game, so they better be pumped up, right?
All right, Tony, we thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you joining us, and congratulations on the victory tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Bro Coach Tony Gutormson joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stick around. We'll name some awards coming up next.
When agriculture faces hardship, everyone in our communities experience the impact in many ways. Grand Forks SCORE invites you to their presentation on preparing for and managing through an economic downturn, Tuesday, February 11th from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the LEP Community Room in Hillsboro. Farmers, bankers, business owners, and anyone with an interest in the topic are welcome to learn and enjoy coffee and pastries. Register in advance at www.grandforks.score.org under local workshops.
It's time to get rid of those old energy-wasting appliances for new, efficient appliances from Olson Hardware and Appliances in Hillsboro. Top brand names like LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Stoves, dishwashers, refrigerators, freezers, washers, and dryers. Olson Hardware also services old ones too. Plus, they have all the other hardware one would need for updating plumbing or other tasks around the house or yard. It's all at Olson Hardware and Appliance in Hillsboro. 636-4151. That's 636-4151 for Olson Hardware and Appliance.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, it's time now for our Arctic Enterprise Precision Players of the Game. And one from each team. First for Hillsboro-Central, we give that to number 4, Tiffany Kazette, coming off the bench here tonight, able to get some valuable minutes and some valuable scoring for the Burros. 6 points in half number one, added in 5 in the second half, so double digits for her. 11 points for Tiffany Kazette. She will be named an RDK Enterprise Precision Player of the Game. And for the Eagles of North Border, we'll give that to number 32, Jaden Volk, as she finished with 14 points here tonight. Also added in 3 rebounds, 6 and 8. The point by half total for her. Those are your RDK Enterprise Precision Players of the Game from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Visit them online at planterdoc.com. Stick around. We'll name our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. That comes up next on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to your live event by clicking on the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner on YouTube and click the notification bell so you'll be notified about every new video. Thanks for watching and listening to yourliveevent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. For more high school sports and information, visit rjbroadcasting.com/sports, scores, and schedules page.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, we'll name our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. They're keeping you connected as our connection of the game. In that Burro defense just suffocating there, making it very difficult for the Eagles here tonight to connect on any real passes. Really, even just at some stretches, just had trouble trying to even inbound the basketball. So that'll be your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. The stifling Burro defense forcing a total of 23 turnovers here tonight. Did the North Border Eagles commit? Halstead Telephone Company. Visit them online, halsteadtel.com. Stick around. We'll take another brief break here. Then we'll be back. We'll tabulate the final stats and wrap it up here on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Joey Cameron from Central Valley High School. Work hard at everything you do in life, schoolwork, sports, extracurriculars, and anything else you may be involved in. A good work ethic will help you be successful and will stick with you in the future. It also helps to be a good role model to younger students and athletes that look up to you. This message is brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
Hillsboro Lumber now has roof rakes. With the heavy snowfall, removing snow from your roofs should be considered. You can now remove snow from your roofs with snow rakes from Hillsboro Lumber. They have a selection including the Avalanche Roof Rake. Stop at Hillsboro Lumber to purchase your snow roof rakes today. Also, as you're thinking of remodeling plans and other projects, visit Hillsboro Lumber for cabinets, doors, flooring, and more. Hillsboro Lumber will provide the materials. With their services comes free delivery and free estimates. No projects are too small or too big for you to be helped at Hillsboro Lumber.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Back here, one final segment, run down our first half stats. Just a quick update there here from Ada, as at halftime it is Ada Borup West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley. The halftime score 42-30. You can listen to the second half of that game. That's over on 106.5 FM KRJB. We'll run down our stats here. Again, a final tonight. Hillsboro-Central Valley 58-23. Victorious over North Border. Our our final stats here tonight, as the Eagles led in scoring by number 32, Jaden Volk. She had 14 tonight. 5 points for Claire Dummer, 4 points for Kira Moore, and 2 points for Taryn Snyder. That's your scoring for the Eagles of North Border. They committed a total of 23 team turnovers, had 32 team rebounds, committed 14 team fouls, and from the free throw line, they shot 1 of 7. Our final stats here for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. 58 points scored tonight, led in scoring by the 12 points apiece of Sage Forseth and Abby Magnuson. Tiffany Kazette added in 11 points tonight. 8 points for Sydney Brecken. 5 points apiece for Corinna Holte and Caitlin Ensign. 3 points for Anna Spokley, and McKenna Bergstrom added in 2 points. Turnovers for the Burros, they committed 9 team turnovers in the game tonight. Rebounds, they had 34 team rebounds. They committed 9 team fouls. And from the free throw line, they shot 12 of 19. Those are your final game stats here on yourliveevent.com. Again, a final tonight from the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley victorious 58-23. For Keith Meyer, our cameraman and our coach's insider, as well as, of course, our executive producer is Mark Forseth. I'm Brady Siebel saying thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.